You guys ready for this? Hi everyone, welcome to Beauty by Sheila Lynn, where everything is always beauty related. And today's video is no exception. So stay tuned and keep watching. You're not going to want to miss this one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today and watching. I know that a lot of us are home on quarantine and you guys are freaking out because you can't get to your hairdressers. And trust me, your hairdressers are freaking out thinking about what you guys are doing at home. Hopefully this particular video will help you stray from anything permanent. We don't want to do anything permanent. I mean, semi or permanent at home, just to have some fun and mess around. And again, I know that your hairdressers are at home, like, thinking about what you guys are doing. Bang trims are a no-go. I would probably say just like trim the length. It's no big deal. I have a video on that if you guys are interested. Don't do anything permanent. If you guys can stay away from bleach or any permanent hair dyes, I would definitely recommend that. But I'm going to go through step by step how to do this, how to keep your area safe, how to keep yourself safe, and of course, have some fun while doing it. So if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will. And remember to click that bell to be notified of new content just like this every week. All right, you guys, so getting into this tutorial, a couple things you're gonna need are always like a dingy towel you guys don't care about. You're gonna need a pair of gloves, obviously your color, a bowl, and a brush. Always wanna make sure that you're wearing something that you don't really care about getting pink hair dye on, or green or blue, whichever color you choose. You want to make sure that you're wearing something that if it gets color on it, and it will, you don't start crying and get really sad. All right, we don't want that. You want to make sure also that your surroundings are safe as well. If you can put down plastic or newspaper or something like that, that's always great. Or if you can do this on hardwood or tile. Now those surfaces don't tend to soak up the hair dye. You can just wipe it up real quick and no messes. So those are the rules, you guys. Always make sure that you use gloves. Always make sure that you are in an area that you can clean up if something spills, and make sure that you protect yourself and your clothing. First thing that I normally do is I take off any jewelry, earrings, rings, anything like that, anything that's valuable especially. Okay, I'm just gonna put this towel around like so. And this is quite a small towel, you guys. You can use a big one if needed, but it was actually kind of hot today, so I'm just using a little one. Take your hair out of your bun or like your ponytail or whatever you need to take it out of. Okay, all right. And you always want to make sure hair is brushed. You want to get all the tangles, everything like that out of the way. Now you can start in the middle. This is where a lot of people start. That's perfectly fine. You can section your hair into 4 sections. Okay, so we're not lifting any color, we're just depositing some fun. That's all we're doing. All right, so you can kind of go to the back here and do this. Go all the way to the back. You can kind of go like this. And you can just like clip this one here. Just like that. Super stylish. So what we're really looking to do, you guys, is just to get this really pink and all the way up to where kind of like your roots start. I wouldn't waste any on your roots because it's not going to do anything to your natural hair. It's just going to deposit the pink color. And I'm super excited. I saw the way it turns out, and it's like this gorgeous, gorgeous rose gold. And I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited. My pink lipstick here, my Kat Von D Everlasting lipstick, was inspired by my look today. If you guys are interested, I will make sure to link that in the description. Okay, so I'm going to get my gloves out. And it's always safe to put these on prior to you guys mixing the color, just in case some splashes or gets on you. Because trust me, this stuff is really pink, and you want to be as careful as possible. The one that I got in particular is the Wella Color Charm Paints in the light pink. This is a semi-permanent hair color. Semi-permanent. Now the cool thing about this, you guys, is you don't have to mix this. There's no thought in this whatsoever. It's just super quick and easy, straightforward. Anybody can do this. I got this one at Sally's, so you can still order it online and have it shipped to your door. You can mix the shades together, which is pretty cool to kind of create your own color. You can control the intensity by adding clear. I didn't get any clear. I wanted this to be, you know, pretty pink. All right, and then use multiple colors side by side, even without foils, and the paints last up to 20 washes, depending on used shade and initial color intensity. It says that it fades beautifully on tone. All right, so then the usage instructions are: this color is ready to use. Do not mix with peroxide. For pastelized results, dilute paints shade with clear to desired color intensity. Apply paints either on dry, clean, pre-lightened hair or natural hair lighter than a 9. Develop for 20 minutes. Rinse thoroughly until water runs clear. Shampoo and condition as required. This is what the tube looks like. You're going to use this little poker here to poke the top to burst open that foil. Gotta use a little elbow grease for this one, man. Dang. That one did not want to open. Oh, this is so pretty. It's like a cotton candy pink. If you guys don't know, pink is my favorite color. I had to go with the pink. This color too is also my other favorite color. Turquoise. So I am going to open up both of these because I'm going to need them. And I don't want to get my hands that have color all over everything. I don't want to get my hands that are dirty that have color on them all over everything else. So I normally just like to mix everything that I need to prior to application. Huh, how funny. These are two totally different colors, which is a little odd. One is like a light pink and one is a darker pink, but I have to say they smell pretty dang good. They do not smell like anything with ammonia or peroxide in it. I just want to show you guys. Oh, it looks like brains. But look, do you guys see how different? It's a little weird, but that's okay because we're mixing them together anyway. Actually may have needed 3 boxes, but that's okay. We are gonna make this work. Yay! And again, you don't really have to mix this up. I'm just mixing it because the colors are a little off. And I'm going to start with the bottom layer of my hair because that's where a lot of my blonde is. So I would say start where there's a lot of blonde, and I would start at the ends because you want these to be the most saturated. All right, so here we go. You guys ready for this? Pink. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. So the last time I did this, I did not have gloves. And I just like went to town because I was so excited. I used my last pair of gloves on my sister, but you know, sometimes we have to sacrifice. So I just kind of did it, and I ruined a rug in my bathroom as well as my dignity in front of my family. Because they're like, you're a hairdresser. You know better than to not use gloves. And I was like, I know, I'm so embarrassed. My hands were like bright pink. Bright pink. All right. Okay. So we're you're going to pull the next one down. So you're just going to do kind of small sections so that you can make sure that you saturate each strand of hair evenly. So I'm going to pull a little bit more of this over. There we go, guys. This is our first pinky hair. Doesn't look that pink, but that's okay. It still needs to process. And I'm just kind of putting this on the top, guys, like a thick layer on the top, and then just kind of pulling it down all the way to the end. And you want to kind of use your hands to work this through. And I feel like with these pastel colors, you guys, job doesn't have to be perfect, because it's going to kind of look like maybe ombre or yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's what I love about these things that are fun. Okay, you just want to make sure that everything is saturated. Stuff really smells really nice. And again, with this one, you guys, I'm not bringing it all the way up to the top. I'm really just doing that real light blonde that I have. You want to just make sure that you're working that in with your fingers. And see how easy that is to miss like a whole spot? You're going to go back in and just make sure you get everything. And that's why sectioning is a really big deal. You want to make sure you're taking small sections. I just took a really big section. Smaller sections are better. And I do want to pull these pieces out right here, because these pieces around my face are pretty blonde too, so I want to make sure I get these really saturated. This is probably a better section to take. So I would definitely say right now, if you guys are ordering this online, order more than what you guys think you need, okay? Because we can't run to the beauty supplies like we normally can to like pick up an extra tube or have a family member go do it for us, okay? So you want to make sure that this is nice and saturated. Let's move on to the next piece. Okay, so again, you're gonna put some product on top, some on the bottom, and you're just gonna kind of pull it with your fingers through the strands so that you make sure you get every little piece. A lot of people do use a comb as well, like a wide tooth comb. That is not a bad idea either, just to make sure that everything gets color. what I like to do is just kind of ring this like this, together, 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 just to make sure that every piece has color on it. Okay. This is a really light pink, so I'm guessing it's not going to be like My Little Pony pink or anything. Although I kind of wish that it was. We'll see. We shall see. And again, guys, you are going to see some dry hair here, but that's because I'm making sure that I'm not overusing the product, because my roots aren't going to look much, they're not going to look real pink. So I'm just trying to focus on the blonde. So now that I'm starting to get kind of closer to the top, these really light colors, these really light bleach blonde pieces, I'm hoping are going to be like super pink. Super pink. And I would absolutely love to know if you guys have ever dyed your hair pink or like a crazy color. And also, how did it turn out? How did you guys like it? Curious. Because I have dyed a lot of other people's hair crazy colors, but not really mine. Pretty pedestrian when it comes to that. So we're just using our fingers to work in that hair dye to make sure that every little strand gets some of that color. Okay, remember to take a small section, and then you can kind of just half it. You can do the back and then the front. I think that should be the easiest for everybody. Should make the application really, really simple on you guys. Cotton candy. Make sure you get all that blonde, make sure it's nice and saturated. Can you guys see it turning pink? So pretty, I love it. Ooh. Now I don't know if I'm gonna curl it or just keep it straight. We'll see when it dries. I wanna make sure it's beautiful for you guys. Either way. Okay, now we're starting on this side. And you guys can see there's a lot of dark here, so I'm really just gonna focus on the ends. Because I don't wanna waste what I have, what little I have. Okay. Make sure it's nice and saturated. Move it around. Try to get those ends really, really well. I'm really hoping that I have enough for this side of my hair. It's not looking like much, guys, so I'm gonna use this like super, super sparingly. I knew I should have gone 3 tubes. Damn it. Again, you guys can kind of half this one. Only use what you need to use at this point. Make sure if there's any like flicked around that you can find it and put it in your hair. Do not let a drop of this go to waste. But like I said, the good news is on this side, I don't put a lot of foils in. So I'm really just kind of putting this at my ends. so with your leftover, just go back through and make sure you got all those really blonde pieces really saturated. Remember to use your hands. You're gonna wanna work this stuff in, okay? You're gonna wanna really work it in. And remember, by parting your hair in the back and pulling it all forward, there's not really much work you have to do in the back. Just make sure you're focusing on all of this blonde here. Or should I say pink? Ooh, I'm so excited. This is definitely a light pink. This is not the pink I was thinking about, but it's really kind of a really pretty rose. Kind of like a rose gold. Alright, so just make sure both sides are really saturated. And you can kind of use this trick that I use to make sure that everything is nice and saturated, guys. Okay, you can kind of pull this one together and just start spinning. And this will kind of show you if there's any areas that need a little bit more. You can just kind of do one of these. Spin. You can spin it the other way. Make sure everything here, this looks pretty saturated, but I'm just going to use the last of it just to make sure. You guys can kind of separate these a little bit. Let them oxygenate. And it's okay, don't worry if you guys get this stuff on your forehead, it'll come off. That's another good thing about it being semi-permanent. So I have completely emptied out my glass kitchen bowl. I'm ready to let this sit for 20 minutes. So you guys don't go anywhere. Stay tuned, keep watching, because you're going to want to see the results. Quick update, you guys. I went ahead and put my shower cap on to generate a little bit more body heat because I didn't really notice that big of a difference in the pink. So I'm hoping if I have a little bit more heat on it, it will take a little bit better. But we'll see. I'm not really sure what I was expecting. I don't know if I was expecting it to be like super pink, pony, like My Little Pony pink. I don't really know, but yeah. So my hair definitely did not turn out as pink as I wanted it, and to be honest, I'm quite sad. I don't even think disappointed is a word. I'm sad. I'm sad, you guys, that my hair, like there's like a tinge of pink on this side. I wish I had a better outcome for you guys. I'm so sorry. And don't mind the no makeup. I'm about to go to bed. And I wanted to show you guys right after I shampooed it so that you could see that I'm not lying about how badly this color did not take at all. Wella, my love, if you're out there listening, you guys, this is not light pink. I don't know what this is, but this is not light pink. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that the semi-permanent hair tutorial will help you guys out. Again, don't do anything permanent at home if you don't absolutely have to. If you don't have to cover grays or anything like that. If you guys are just bored and you want to have some fun, try semi-permanent color. Just don't try the Wella in the light pink because I don't really think you're going to see a difference. Don't waste your money. If you guys enjoyed this video, I hope that you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and click that little bell to be notified of new content just like this every week. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video, and remember to always stay distracted.